let's talk now about the different kinds of filter medias that we use in our cartridges. The most common base level fabric that we use is what's called an 80-20 mix. This is a mix of polyester and cellulose. It has the appearance of a fine paper. This is the cheapest and most common filter media that's used for cartridge collectors. Our next most common is what is called nano media. This is essentially the 80-20 media with a thin layer of nanomaterial applied to the surface of the media. Now they do this because the nano media has much smaller pores and certain abilities to allow it to capture smaller particles in a higher percentage. Now the next class or type of media we have are ones that are made out of Spunbond polyester. Now the Spunbond polyester has several advantages and disadvantages compared to the 80-20 and the nano medias. The first is that the Spunbond polyester is much stronger and more durable, so it's a better choice for abrasive dusts and things that are more difficult to collect. However, the Spunbond media on its own has a lower collection efficiency than the nano or the 80-20 media. Also, because it's thicker, the Spunbond media can't be packed as tightly on the cartridge, so we end up with less filter area per cartridge compared to a nano cartridge. However, that extra wide spacing on the pleats is actually beneficial for some applications, things where the dust is a little sticky, or perhaps it's not exactly just fine dust, it might be a mix of fine dust and larger pieces. Now we can apply to the surface of the Spunbond media both nano layer, similar to the 80-20, or PTFE membrane, which is even more efficient than the nano media, collecting the smallest particles. We also have some exotic fabrics that are used in very special applications such as PPS and aramid, or even glass media for some higher temp and chemical applications. Now, similar to filter bags, there are several treatments that we can apply to the surface of our filter medias in our cartridges. The most common are hydrophobic or oleophobic coating. This is a chemical that's applied that helps to repel water and oils from the media. There are also some medias that are called conductive medias. This is where we take the normal media and we impregnate it with small metallic pieces, and this allows it to conduct electricity to dissipate static electricity in applications where that can be an issue.